Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mind Your Biz Naive, and today I'm sorry, I just thought about my name of my channel because it's the name of my Instagram, right? And some hater was like, I think it's real funny that the name of your channel is Mind Your Biz Naive, but you're on your channel telling your business. And then they said, unbelievable. I went ahead and responded to that. Then I said, you know what? I have to block and report this person because I don't like negativity on my channel. My channel is called Mind Your Biz Naive because it was the same title of my Instagram. And back then, like, I got an Instagram probably like 2013. You had to have something that was going to stand out, right? And I said, whenever I decided to make my YouTube channel, of course it's going to match my Instagram because I want people to go to my Instagram and see who I really am outside of being a talking head on YouTube, right? So anyways, if you have any feelings about the name of my title, kick rocks. Okay. Anyways, so this video is going to be about falling out with people. Now, if you're anything like me, it seems like that is the name of the game for my life. I fell out with so many people in my life. I feel like I've been walking life alone for most of my life. I would say in my adult years, right? And it's not something that I desire, but sometimes when you are serious about yourself, you're sitting 10 toes down, and you're not gonna let someone try to play you or punk you either. So sometimes that means you have to stand alone a lot of the times, right? So anyways, I'm gonna go over these 3 instances where people will turn their back on you, or you have had a fallout with these groups of people, right? Number 1, exes, as in like your ex. I was about to say your ex, but you know, your ex-man, your ex-woman, but in my case, the ex-man, right? I can't tell you, I haven't had a lot of exes in my life, to be honest, but the ones that I have had that I thought would have never said anything foul about me did, right? And the thing is, a lot of times when you have an ex, you have a mutual connection, or you see them maybe in the work center or in the local community, or you just have a common friend, right? So I had this one ex. He really, really, really liked me, and I don't want to say I gave him my butt to kiss, but he just ended up like, I had to say I want us to break up. I had to say this because I thought we weren't compatible. And so during that time that we dated, it was a couple of months, I had told him some things, and the thing is, the longer I get to know somebody, the more I feel like I can tell them more things about myself, or I can let them into my life, right? But that's backfired on me so much that I'm afraid to let somebody really in, right? Romantically. So anyway, I had told him, and this is really funny to me, right? But I had told him, this is when I was going to schedule to get my first hair transplant in Bethesda, Maryland. And I had bought tickets to go to DC, right? And when I bought those tickets, I was going to go see him after that trip, or either before that trip. And he had saw that I was planning to go to DC. And he's like, why are you going to DC for? And I was like, for a hair transplant. And then I showed him videos on what that really means and what that is about. And he was like, cool, you know, I can't wait to see it. So we ended up breaking up, like, I would say a month before that happened. So we have a mutual friend, and the next day when that mutual friend, or not the next day, but when I came back from that trip in DC to get my hair transplant, I came back to work, which his mutual friend worked with me. His friend saw me in a headband, right? And the headband was like, it looked normal, but he knew that I was covering up a hair transplant process, right? Because he laughed at me as soon as he saw me. Now, this is the type of guy that was already attracted to me anyways, was real cool with me. He looked up to me, never gave him a reason to laugh at me as soon as he saw me, right? It was always mad respectful. Laughed at me as soon as he saw me in my headband, knowing I was covering a hair transplant. And I said, he was only laughing because my ex and him are close anyways. So of course my ex tried to spew something that seemed negative out into the environment and with our mutual friend, because he's mad that I'm no longer with him. And the thing is, what I found out When you end up breaking up with somebody, you got to leave or walk away for your own dignity. They automatically think that you are talking about them, that you went ahead and spewed lies about them or even the truth about them. But the thing is, I always keep my mouth shut. I don't tell people my business. And now you are on the internet. I will never meet you people. So this is different. But I mean, like in real life, I never really tell people my business. I'm really, really chill. I stay to myself. I don't really talk to a lot of people. So, of course, I'm not going to tell someone else what you told me in confidence, but I swear every time I end up breaking up with a man or it not work out, one of my friends come back to me and be like, oh, so you was dating this guy? I'm like, how'd you know? He told me. Okay. Or this happened between you and that guy? How'd you know? He told me. Nick, I'm telling you, men do not know how to keep business behind their lips when it comes to a woman. They're the major people, the major party out of a man and woman who's dating to kiss and tell is not the woman. I'm sure women do kiss and tell. I don't. And if I do, it's to my sister who doesn't even know you. And she probably don't even like you, right? But it's not to someone that we both mutually know. Like, why would I kiss and tell someone else your business when they probably is a hater anyways? So anyways, falling out with exes, that will happen. They will end up telling your business. So you have to restrict what you end up telling these men or these women about you, because if they want some get back or they felt disrespected in the breakup, they will try to bring you down in the local community with other friends. And the thing is, every time someone tries to bring me down, I just get elevated. Because always that person ends up coming back to me and telling me something. And it's just like, when they tell me this, they always side eye that person, it seems like. And it seems like they didn't trust them, or either it doesn't even matter what they think because I already have my relationship with that person. So it never really ever matters anyways. So anyways, exes, you fall out with them, they will talk about you like a dog behind your back. Best friends is number 2. I've had a couple best friendships, and I mean decade-long best friendships where I've fallen out with them. And I mean friends I could never even imagine us not ever being friends, falling out with them. And in one case, the friendship was already kind of going downhill because she decided to date someone that I wouldn't really mess with, right? But this was your life, Brooke, live your life, right? And so, you know, my best friend at the time ends up trying to ask me for some money. And I'm thinking to myself, we haven't even talked in 6 months. Go get some money from somewhere else or get it from your girlfriend, right? So since I said no, all I said was no, I don't think I can do it. Her girlfriend then goes to her Facebook page and posts about me and my business and broadcast it like it was a television TV station, okay? I had to, when I went up there, because God just told me, like, go on Facebook. I went on Facebook, I checked her page. Now, I guess I knew it was her girlfriend because her girlfriend was spewing my actual business, like tea that I spilled about myself to my best friend that I never thought would ever be used against me. And she was talking about it, like typing about it on Facebook. And then all of our high school friends were like, what? Really? You're talking about her? Immediately, I had to block the bitch. Okay? Immediately. And I said, that's why I didn't give you money, because I couldn't trust you. And we weren't even friends anyways, if you could allow that to happen. Now, I think either the original post came from her, obviously it came from her Facebook page, but then her girlfriend was commenting on it, right? And I said to myself, Brooke posted that. She is allowing her girlfriend to talk about me. I will never talk to this girl again. I want to say fast forward, I don't know, maybe like, I say less than 5 years later, Brooke reaches out to me on Instagram and she apologizes profusely about what happened. And she was like, that wasn't even me who posted that on my Facebook page. That was her girlfriend. That was my girlfriend. I don't really believe that, but even if it was true, you allowed her to do it, right? And the thing is, you told my business to her. So that's just one example of how you can fall out with your very best friend. And me and this girl have been friends since we were 14 years old, maybe even 13. And this happened when we were 26. So You can't tell me what people won't do. You can't tell me that people closest to you won't turn their back on you, or that you can't have a fallout with them. And last and definitely not least is family. You can share the same blood, you can have the same mother and father, and they will still turn their back on you. You could be of the same bloodline and they will still turn their back on you, or you could possibly have a falling out with them. Now, some people you have a connection with in your family, and you're not gonna always agree with people, but the falling out could only maybe last like an hour or so, maybe less than 24 hours, because you know in your heart that you are trying to be forgiving. You want them to forgive you. This relationship is more important than anything that you both have said, so you apologize like a man or like a woman should, right, when they're in a wrong. And sometimes even when you're not in the wrong, you will still apologize because you want that relationship to still be close and connected. Now, sometimes you'll have relationships with people that are your family that you will not care if you fall out today and you never see them tomorrow, never see them again, because they've treated you that bad your whole entire life, or the whole time that they've known you. And it's just sad how someone that can share your own blood with you turn their back on you, talk about you, try to manipulate you, try to gaslight you. But I'm telling you, like, I feel like your first pain and your first hurt always happens in the family nuclear setting, or even the blended family setting. And it's just sad, but it happens that way. So anyways, this video lets you know that you can fall out with anybody, okay? And it's up to you to trust who you want to trust. I normally don't trust a lot of people. I say to myself, I'm telling, ain't nobody gotta mess with me. Ain't nobody gotta deal with me. I can just do it on my own. That's not really that healthy. And I've learned that over the years, and here recently, probably within the last 8 years, I realized that. But I just keep running to people I can't trust, people who naturally do not like me, or people who I can't imagine letting my guard down because you're evil, right? And then that makes me end up walking this life alone. And I obviously can do it, and can do it proudly with my head held high. But it doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's fun. It doesn't mean it's enjoyable. It means you know who you are. You know that you aren't a people pleaser, and you know that you're praying that God would bring the right people in your life that you can trust, and that can trust you, you know. So it's just, that's the name of the game for me. I've fallen out with a lot of people, and for the better. And also, like, if we weren't supposed to fall out, we wouldn't have fell out. So anyways, let me know what you think about this video, and have a good day.